England, 110 BR, before rebellion. I was just another square, wasting my life on the treadmill of conformity, until one day I just snapped. I was enrolled at the Abbey, an ancient training facility for the squares. I was due to graduate and receive my very own copy of The Rules, an ancient manuscript handed down from one generation of squares to the next.
Master Gripes, this is your destiny. You must always follow the rules. With this book, our organization has ruled the world for centuries. No one can resist its power. We are undefeatable.
Oh, yeah?
What are you doing?
Perhaps it was Buddha or Vishnu or Allah, not that boring Christian one at any rate, that took control of my arms, for there was no way I could have known the consequences of what I did next. Everything seemed to happen in slow motion, like in a really cool film. That day, everything changed. Somehow I'd instinctively known that if I threw away the rule book, the squares and their evil regime of conformity would begin to crumble. My heroic destruction of the ancient abbey and the hundreds of people that I killed were a small price to pay for setting me on the path to freedom. But still I knew there was so much more to be done. As I scrambled out from underneath the mangled corpses of my associates, I pondered all that I had learned. That any act of rebellion, no matter how small or who it's against, will always turn out great. My epiphany was mind-blowing, yet somehow so simple. How could I have missed what had been right in front of me? I rushed home to tell my heavily pregnant wife the good news, that I was to abandon her and our unborn child, and instead devote my life to Lady Rebellion. She was very excited and crying great tears of joy when I told her, so it was difficult to hear her response, but I think it was a bit like this.
Oh, such wonderful news! I'm so happy for you, my love. You must, of course, leave right away. Bye!
Incidentally, these days, whenever I pop round unannounced to visit her and little Junior, she can be a little prickly. It's clear that the squares have got to her, somehow distorting the facts to make me seem callous and self-absorbed. This is particularly bothersome and a little selfish on her part, on those occasions when the rebel army could use a little extra cash to fund important missions. After all, magic markers don't grow on trees, you know. To read the full story, go to our Etsy shop and order a copy of Rebel Army Origins Part 1. It's the perfect Christmas gift.